Breakdown Lane. You break down and we point and laugh. Just like the other Pike 100 FM. The Pike.
We do it every Friday, and we collect your messages through the week. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into this time.
Jerry! 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 Jerry!
That's the only way to really give a tribute to Jerry Springer is the Jerry chant. And maybe before you go to bed at night, you roll over to your significant other and you say, "What have we learned today?" It was weird. It was like I never, until that announcement yesterday, I never thought really of Jerry Springer at all. But then all those Springers I watched in the 90s. And like all the, the times I laughed and stuff. I mean, the guy was very good at what he did.
You're right. They were educational in the way that you wanted to make smarter decisions after watching that show.
It was almost like a giant warning label for life. A lot of people are texting in though, like we talked, and we mentioned him earlier in the show, Morton Downey Jr. He kind of blazed that trail. I mean, Mort was like me and my friends would get together almost every night where we watched him. It was on at like 11 o'clock at night.
On the old WOR superstation.
Yeah, one of the superstations because he produced it in New Jersey.
And, Secaucus, yeah.
Mort was he was so very entertaining. Mm-hmm. You ever hear Mort sing? I should try to find some Morton Downey Jr. He had a pretty good voice, too.
He did. He was a crooner.
Yeah, one of those guys who kind of, he didn't make it as a singer. And I think all that anger and bitterness built up.
Always with the cigarette in his mouth.
Always smoking, unabashed smoker. Did you ever see when Morton Downey Jr. was on Cops?
No.
And it was such a good episode. So there were these, this woman had a dispute with some cops who gave her a ticket or whatever, and they had to get bumped. Mort didn't have time for him. So Mort went back in the dressing room, told him they were upset. He goes, "Okay, well, let's hash it out here." And they did it like in the green room. And like they ordered Chinese food and they were yelling at each other. And Mort's yelling at the cops and yelling at the woman. But I always used to love that. Get off my stage! Get out of my studio! That was good stuff.
That's hilarious. I remember my grandfather took me to I was a kid. My grandfather took me to some event in Miami, and he was the master of ceremonies.
Was he really?
Yeah.
You saw Mort live?
I did.
Oh my gosh!
I was probably 15, 16.
Yeah. And I believe he's no longer with us, right?
I can't imagine.
Yeah, he smoked like a chimney. God. All right, let's go here.
Hi, Mike. It's me, Satan, again. You talked about songs to sing when you're driving a car. I know, you're thinking, hey, Satan likes Highway to Hell or Running with the Devil. But listen, this is what we need. Spirit in the Sky and Stairway to Heaven. That's it. Satan out.
Yeah, we were talking about songs, top songs that people sing along to in the car. This British study said it was Queen, Don't Stop Me Now. A lot of people saying Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody on the text line. What shocks me about that is not one mention of Satan Con.
What shocks me about that is that Satan has a Boston accent. Satan said "ka."
Oh, of course.
I didn't know Satan was from New England.
He's from Rossie, kid.
Who knew?
Yeah, that's right.
When Satan's in the car.
Not one plug for Satan Con. That tells me that he doesn't endorse Satan Con this weekend.
I guess not.
At the beautiful Copley Marriott Hotel in Copley Square, Boston.
Favorite Rush song to sing to? Go.
As explained earlier, I do not sing along to Rush because
Thankfully.
if I tried... Right? Even in the car with the windows closed.
Well, earlier she was like, "Oh, it hurts his voice." I'm like, "Well, it hurts my ears."
Right? Yeah. I mean, I could seriously damage myself. I might pop out if I try to hit those notes.
It hurts us.
I am not singing along. My favorite song. You know what? I got to say, "Home Sweet Home" by Motley Crue. Every time that comes on, I'm singing along full blast.
I love that song.
Yeah, that's a great tune.
Any hair metal that comes on when I'm in the car, I will sing along to.
Right, yeah. But thank you for everybody contributing to that discussion on the text line, which is 508-799-PIKE. You can still do that.
Hey, Mike. It's Jen over at XLO.
Hey. Oh.
We're over here, and, the Bruins are playing tonight. Frank and I and Mackenzie were talking about this. We really want you to buck up because we're worried about you. You're going into this game so negative.
Yes.
Like, we have to have positive energies. Hang in there. It's going to be a great game tonight, and go Bruins, but, keep your chin up, kid, okay? All right, stay positive, Mike. Bye.
Nice. Enjoy the ride, Mike.
Enjoy the ride. Give me a break.
Enjoy the journey.
You know, I know why you're like this.
Why?
Because of the 86 World Series.
No.
That's why you're like this.
My team is horrible.
I almost jumped out of a moving bus.
My teams are horrible.
They weren't that year.
No, they weren't.
Got my heart stomped on that year and several years, and all the teams stomped on my heart at once. And Jen from XLO, I love her. She's one of the nicest people I ever met. She gave me chocolate chip cookies this morning. She's not from here, man. She's from New York.
She's from Rochester.
Whatever, you know? I mean, she doesn't know. She doesn't know the heartache. She doesn't know having your heart dragged across pavement, you know, when you're 6 games in. I do hope they win. I'm not counting on it, though. I'm not getting my hopes up.
But
I'm
at
a
least
true
enjoy
New England sports
the
fan.
game and root for the team. And then if they
Whatever.
lose, it's a shame.
What? Oh, here comes Chuck Perks.
Enjoy the ride.
What
Chuck,
are you going to tell me now,
root for
Chuck?
the home team and enjoy the ride.
What is it?
Please?
You're going to tell me to stop saying that?
Didn't we more than make up for 1986?
I think so.
I think we
4 times over.
I was good with the one World Series win in 04. I said, I can
course.
die now.
You got 3 more
glad
after
I
that.
didn't. I mean, I'm glad I didn't.
I'm surprised at you, Chuck. You were born and raised right here in
was.
Worcester.
Yeah.
And you lack the what have you done for me lately attitude that New England sports fans have to have.
You're right. And I don't know what.
I don't care if
I
you
can't
wanna-
defend myself.
Right?
I've lost it.
Oh, you won a
have.
World Series? That's great. What have you done for me lately?
You've got
All
the
right.
best
All
team.
all 4 of the major teams have won in the last 20 years.
Yes.
So I'll take that.
They've also
I'm
broken
fine.
my heart several times over.
They have.
You know, and I'm that guy. I always go back. You know,
Bucky Dent.
I'm the nerd and the cheerleading.
Bucky Dent, that was 1979.
Bill
It still
Buckner.
hurts. Or 78.
It still hurts.
Bill Buckner.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
And we
Buckner.
more than we
Boone,
said we apologized
Buckner,
to Bill
and-
Buckner too. I mean,
Yeah, we
we
did.
brought him back.
Yeah.
Apologized.
We
he
brought-
didn't need your apology. He didn't want your
I
apology.
mean, he was run out of town.
Yeah?
I mean,
Yeah. They
I
almost
didn't
set us
run him
up.
out of
That
town.
was cruel. That was
Yeah.
terrible. what
People
he did.
living in Boston back then ran him out of
That was
town.
awful.
And rightly so.
That was awful. Inhumane.
Sorry, Chuck. Sorry.
It's all right.
My heart's been broken too many times.
Go
I
Bruins.
understand.
You know, like I was saying,
understand.
I'm the nerd.
They'll take it tonight.
I'm the nerd who went out with the cheerleading prom queen, and then she dumped me for the captain of the football team, and then he treated her like crap. And then she came around back to me saying, I was wrong. Will you get back together with me? And every year I'm like, yeah, I will. I love you. But then every year my heart gets stomped on again.
You are Lucy in the Peanuts and Charlie Brown.
Are you off your
Come
medicine?
on, Charlie Brown, come kick the football. I will take it away.
Yeah, it's been at least 12 hours since I've smoked any weed. So that maybe that's it.
Go
You should start
Bruins.
smoking weed before you come into work.
Whoa.
And that's an order.
Hey,
Whoa.
is it not legal now in
you're
Massachusetts? I mean, I can say that, can't I?
Mr. Perks, I believe FCC regulations say that
Are
I
they?
cannot consume
I haven't brushed up on the
cannabis
FCC rules in quite some time. So.
or alcohol while manning the
said-
public's airwaves.
He said before you came into work.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right, yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. Then I wouldn't be able to get in the building. then we'd have a huge
I know that
problem.
lock is here somewhere.
I can't find my key.
Did I just hear you say something about you don't smoke a lot of weed?
See?
I'm thinking you might be high right now, so I'm just saying you. I don't know if you're trying to improve your ways or not, but nah, man, nah. I know you smoke a lot of weed.
Listen, not as much as I used to. That's all I'm saying. You know, I've matured. I've become a father. You know, I have bills. You know,
Did he say you don't smoke as much as you used to?
I said that earlier.
Oh, okay.
Because we were talking about cigarettes and how less people are smoking
cigarettes. Oh.
But no, he's talking about weed. And I said, and Adam asked, well, how much do you spend on weed? And I said, well, I'm not sure. I don't smoke as much as I used to, so it's not a lot.
That shocks me because now it's legal.
I know, isn't it weird?
It's not fun anymore.
You think
You know,
you'd be smoking
right,
more of it.
exactly. It's not right. It's not fun anymore, right? Believe me, it's the time and energy thing. If I was 20, I'd probably be dead.
Wasn't it more fun to drink when you were 18 and 19
Right,
than
in
when
the
you
woods.
were 22?
Yeah, drink in the woods,
Right?
You know, try to sneak a quick smoke out in the movie theater parking lot before you went in to see Hellraiser. You know. All right, Chuck. Well, the two things we learned today.
What's
Chuck
that?
wants me to smoke more weed before I
Yeah.
come into work.
That's an order.
Okay.
That's an
put that
order
in-
from your boss.
Can you put that in memo form on company stationery?
Today's Pike Morning Show is operating in slow motion.
Anybody got some Doritos out there, give us a call. All right. Well, thank you for your messages for the Pike Breakdown Lane. We do it every Friday. And again, we'll never call you back and we'll never sell you your information because we just don't know how.
Go Bruins!
You can call the Pike Breakdown Lane 24